It's Heather, co-founder and CEO of Artifacts. Today, we're going to be discussing how to artifact all of those holiday recipes you want to share with friends and loved ones. So first up, I'll share one from my own personal collection. I've chosen to artifact my mother's traditional sugar cookie recipe, which I affectionately called moon cooks when I was younger, because I couldn't say sugar cookies. So this is what the completed artifact looks like. I'm going to walk you through how to build this artifact, what the various components are, and then how you can share with friends and family. So the first step is choosing the recipe. This may sound really simple, but some folks have a really tough time choosing which one to artifact. So like I said, we're doing sugar cookies. It's from the Betty Crocker cookbook, my mother's cookbook, her favorite. And the recipe happens to be on page 148, traditional sugar cookies. Now that we have the recipe, it's very simple. You can take a photo of the recipe. You can take a photo of the finished product. In the example I just showed you, the moon cooks, I had a photo of them once they were made. I also, in the artifact, you can see here, I've got photos of the recipe itself, the cookbook, and then I've also chosen to add photos of the different tools my mother used, the cookie cutters and the teaspoons. Because for me, that was a really big part of my memory of making these cookies. In fact, I still have those cookie cutters, and I have the teaspoons that she used to use. So for me, it's not just a single recipe, but the various components that go into it. Some folks like to artifact just the recipe. Others, like me, like to add the various bits and pieces that make it part of the story. So again, in my case, the story of the recipe involves the cookie cutters, the teaspoons, the cookbook, and then of course the finished product. So now that you've chosen your item or items to artifact, you take the photo. You can add audio or video as well. This is great if you want to get grandmom telling you the different secrets that go into the recipe. In my mother's case, it was making sure that you used vanilla extract and not almond extract. It would be a very different cookie if you used almond extract. Once you've got the items to artifact, you've taken the photo, next step is to add the story. And I'll show you an example here. So in my case, I love to write about these cookies. So I've written a really long story. It includes all of our family history, all of the different jokes, the laughter, the memories that we have surrounding this recipe. Yours does not have to be that long. It could easily be 5 words. This was my mom's recipe. End of story. But you can go on and write much more if you want to. Or you can share with friends and family and get them to add the details as well. So we're already up to now the third step. So we've chosen the object, the recipe. We've taken the photo. We've added the story, which could again be 5 words or 500. And the last step is to save. When you're on the Artifacts platform, either with your mobile app or on our website, simply click the save button. And don't worry, if you have other details you want to add in later, you can always go back and edit. But once the artifact is saved, you now have created an artifact of that recipe. You can now choose what you want to do with it. A lot of folks love to share them with friends and family. So you can privately share, pop it into an email, pop it into a text message. You're good to go. You can also choose to make it public and put it into Facebook or Instagram. Your choice. If you want to share with wide and far, go for it. If you want to keep it totally private to yourself, that's okay too. Whatever you want to do with it. In my case, I shared the recipe with all of my siblings, my aunts, friends, those that remember my mom's cookies and always reach out to me for the recipe every holiday season. So now that you've got the recipe safely artifacted, you've got the memory and the story preserved, you've maybe shared it with friends and family, you're good to go. I wish you all the best of luck artifacting your recipes this holiday season. If you have any questions, reach out to us at hello@artifacts.com. That's HELLO at artifacts, ARTIFCTS.com. And happy artifacting. Thanks.